Okay, welcome back. So to continue on now, I would like to set up another event to actually have these particles collide with my selected buildings I want to analyze. So to do this, I could add them here, but I actually prefer having them in another event. So I'll just click Tab out here and bring in a collision component. Okay, and in order to actually connect these two beneath speed, I'm going to click Tab again and bring in a send out. So bring that in, and now you can simply connect this event to this one. Okay, and so now we have a collision, and this collision is what it says. It allows these particles to collide with whatever geometry. So let's say I want to collide with this one. Sorry, it takes a while once you select a building. And then here, add selected. And let's do a few more. Let's do this one as well. Add selected. And just one more. And add selected. Okay, so now we've got these three buildings to collide with. So let's see what happens if we drag. Nothing yet. Okay. So in order to actually, let's first change this display to something a bit larger so it's easy to see. Under this collision, if we scroll down, the current particle interaction is bounced, which is fine, but I'll set this bounce to 0 and I'll turn off the friction to 100. So let's see what happens. Now we can see a lot of these particles are essentially sticking onto these buildings that we have referenced. Great. Now we can set up another event to refine this even further. So out here, we'll bring in a stop. So here we can see stop. It says stop motion. It stops the velocity in X, Y, and Z and stops the spin in X, Y, and Z. So what we can do is here, grab another send out and plug that one in. Oh, sorry, we'll get rid of this one and just plug that collision in. Great. Now we can actually see the display of whatever has stopped has become these pink ones. So let's make this again large dots, but this display is in pink and the old display of stuff that hasn't stopped is in brown. That's working pretty well, but I would like again some more particles. So what we can do is again increase the amount, and we can also change when these births begin and end so that the same amount of particles get birthed within a smaller time. So let's drag this back. So here before the train passes near our buildings at 37, so I can set that at the start. And then once the train is past our buildings at about, let's say 50, I can set that as the end. So now all the particles get birthed within that period. Okay, now it's maybe a little bit too much. We can bring this back down to, let's say, 10,000. Cool. So that seems to be working pretty well. In the next step, I'll go over how we can refine how this looks to allow for better simulation.